Hey everybody, this is Latoya Okia, your spiritual life coach and motivational speaker. Y'all come on in. And as you come into the live, share the video, please. I pray everybody has been doing well. Pray that y'all had a happy quarantine Easter. Y'all come on in and just share the live as you come in. Y'all just bear with me for just a moment because I'm just sharing to my groups. And if you are a member of any groups, go ahead and share the live to any groups that you may be a part of. Also tag, like, tag, and share. I tried to get on a little bit earlier with y'all, but my 4-year-old wasn't having that, so I had to wait until he retired for the evening. So now that he has retired for the evening, I can get up here with you guys. I won't be on very long tonight, so I want y'all to come on in and tag your people, tag my people, and get them up here, because we're not gonna be live for very long tonight, because I got a lot of other work that I got to get done tonight. So we're not gonna be on long tonight, but what we're gonna be talking about is gonna be very important. It's gonna be what you need to hear. So y'all come on in. Y'all hang on just a second. I can't see you. I can only see my groups up here right now. So y'all hang on. To everybody that's going to watch this live on the replay, I want to encourage you as well to make sure you share to any groups that you may be a part of, and also tag anybody that the Lord leads you to tag, whether you're watching on the live or whether you're going back catching it on the replay. Everybody needs a word. I don't know not one person that don't need a word. So y'all come on in. Also, as you come into the live, okay, now I can see y'all. As you come into the live, drop your location. Let me know where you watching from. Hey, Najee. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, Alicia. Y'all come on in. All of my divine ones, come on in. And as you come in, drop your location. I want to know where you're watching from. Drop your location. Okay, Jazz, I see you, Dothan, Alabama. Hey, Crystal in Abbeville. Y'all come on in and drop your location as you come into the live. Drop your location. Hey, Sophia in Edison. Hey, TC in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Monica in Bluffton, Georgia. Hey, Nene in Blakely, Georgia. Hey, Alicia in Arlington, Georgia, or as we say, Arlington. Hey, Alicia in Arlington, Georgia. That's how I see it. I just got to be real. If I could say Arlington, if I, am very conscious of the syllables that I'm saying, but we don't be thinking about all that. Y'all know what we say. We say Arlington. Okay. Hey, Angelica in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Whitney in Albany. Hey, Shakita in Blakely. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Crystal Brown. Hey, Shavonna in Cuthbert. Hey, Camellia in Dothan. I'm in Dothan too. Hey, Aisha in Blakely, Georgia. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Yvonne. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hey, Chelsea Henderson in Arlington, Georgia. Hey, Sharika Hewley Harvey in Albany, Georgia. Hey, Lady Osborne in Maryland. How are you? How are you doing? Y'all come on in. Come on in. I'm so excited to have everybody up here tonight, have everybody on the live. We're just going to talk a little bit tonight. As I said earlier, we're not going to be on that long because I got some stuff that I got to work on tonight. So I'm not going to hold y'all very long tonight. But what we're going to be talking about is very much needed. So as you come in, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. I hope I pronounced your name right, love. Trina Wright Alexander in Memphis. How are you? Hey, Patricia Black in Miami, Florida. How are y'all? Y'all come on in. If you haven't shared, make sure you share the live, okay? Because this is something that everybody needs to hear. All the time we talk about you need to change. You need to change. You need to make a change. You need to repent. It's time for you to change. And y'all know we've heard that in church. We hear that in church all the time. We hear that all the time, okay? You're telling me that I need to change, okay? But how much do people actually just really break it down to you and tell you, other than the fact that you need to change, but they come and they tell you, okay, I'm going to break it down to you and I'm going to tell you how you're going to change. Like the practical steps that you need to take in order to change your life. Well, that's what we're going to talk about tonight, okay? That's what we're going to talk about. Hey, Doretta in Richmond, Virginia. Hey, Pam Salter in Damascus, Georgia. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hey, Shamika Brunson, Mississippi Delta. Y'all come on in. Again, I'm so excited. Listen, everybody that's on the live tonight, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you missing out, okay? I got some stuff on my YouTube channel that I don't put on Facebook. It's not on Facebook. So there's some stuff on my YouTube channel that's exclusively for, my subscribers. So I'm trying to get my subscribers up, y'all, on my YouTube so we can start doing some lives on the YouTube too. But I'm not eligible to do lives on YouTube right now because I'm trying to, my subscriber number is kind of struggling right there. So y'all be tuning in with me on Facebook, but y'all ain't really checking for me like that on YouTube, okay? So I need y'all to go over to my YouTube channel. All you gotta do is go to YouTube, put in the search engine Latoya Okia, and boom, it's gonna pull me up, okay? I got over 100 videos on my YouTube channel. It's gonna pull me up, okay? Everything, as a matter of fact, everything that I put on the live is also on the YouTube channel, plus some other videos that I didn't put on Facebook, okay? So that's just a side note. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and check that out, okay? So what we're going to talk about tonight is how do I change? How do I change, Toya? How do I change? I decided to talk about this tonight because there's so many people that ask me this. Like most of the time I get this question like, how do I repent? How do I change? How do I get closer to God? How do I stop, how do I come out of this, what I'm dealing with, and how do I get closer to God? I just got a notification that somebody subscribed to my YouTube channel. So there y'all go. There you go. Listen. That's the type of stuff I like to see, okay? Y'all be listening. Y'all be following through. So thank you to everybody that's jumping off the live, hopping over on YouTube, subscribing. Now, when you jump over there and subscribe, I want you to come right back to the live, okay? Because I want you to hear this. This is very important. I want you to hear this. So how do I change? I can only tell you what worked for me, okay? I can only tell you what worked for me. And this is what worked for me. To anybody who knew me previously, knew me a little while back, or has been knowing me for a long time, y'all know that I was not always the person that I am now, okay? I was not always the outspoken, bold, confident person that I am now. And I want to tell y'all that there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. Okay, God ain't looking for no cocky people. Okay, it's some people that got a little bit too much confidence. They got a little bit too much. They just a little bit too confident. We ain't talking about like that. Okay, we're not talking about that. You got to find a balance. You got to find your balance. So you got confident and you got cocky. You got to find the balance, okay? You don't want to, when your scale get tipped over just a little bit too much, that's when you come out of confidence and you start going into cockiness, okay? You don't want to have to go into a room and talk loud. Y'all know how they say the loudest person in the room is like the weakest person in the room or something like that. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room to get your point across. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if y'all watched my last live, I was telling y'all about influence. With women, our biggest power is influence. We can use our influence. And see, this is something that I had to learn through experience and that I had to learn from failing over and over again. I learned this through trial and error. And so I want to try to teach as many people, as many women specifically women, but pretty much it can go across the board. I want to try to teach as many people as I can about this, okay? Y'all excuse me, my dog was doing something. But yeah, I want to try to teach as many people as I can about this, okay? First of all, y'all, it's all about what type of information are you feeding your brain? What are you putting into your brain every day? How many of y'all still watch TV? I want y'all to be real with me now. If you still watch TV every day, I want you to comment on this live. Say guilty. It's okay. We're learning and we're getting somewhere. Okay? Because let me tell y'all something. Ain't nobody watch more TV than me. I don't care how much TV you watch. You ain't watch more TV than me. So don't you feel bad about it. If you watch 22 hours of TV every day, you ain't watch more than me, baby, because my TV didn't never get turned off. Even when I slept at night, my TV was still on all night long. How many of y'all sleep with the TV on? And to my people that's watching the replay, I want you to, if you catching this on the replay, I want you to be still as active on this live as you are on the live right now. As my live people are. If you catch this on the replay, I still want you to comment. I still want you to be interactive with me, because this is what you're gonna need in order to make your change. Okay. I see y'all down there in the comments now. I see you. Also, let me make sure I got my comment warriors. Okay, I see you, Kivia, Naji, Sophia. Where my comment warriors at? I don't know if I saw Cassie up here or not. But y'all know, I say my comment warriors, y'all, because every now and then we'll have some people that want to pop in and be ugly, and they want to comment ugly stuff, and they want to make hit bad reactions on the video, and anybody that don't enjoy the word of God, it's just something wrong with them folks already. Okay, it's something going on in their spirit long before they got on this live. But y'all know how some people are when they see things that they don't agree with. They don't know how to exit and go on off, so they have to come on and try to be evil and try to be ugly. So just to let you know, okay, I have some people down in the comments that's watching the comments. And if you comment anything ugly, you may get it in that time, but you will be blocked afterwards, okay? I have to put that out there, okay? I see you, Tisha. I have to put that out there, y'all, because that can be very distracting to people that are coming in here that's wanting to change, that's wanting to learn new information. That can be very distracting for people. The devil will try to come in and take the show and show out. Come on, somebody. But we know what to do with the devil, so we ain't worried about him. Okay. So, yeah, like we were talking about with the TV, with the TV. Listen, y'all, how do I change? Monica, that's a good thing. She said she's not a TV person. She loves to read. That's a good thing. That's a good habit to have. Reading is a good habit to have. Because, see, when you get ready to change your life, you got to start looking at what are your habits. What do you love to do? What you do in your leisure time? What you do when you just sitting around and you know what I'm saying? You just got all this downtime. Or what do you do when you get off of work? What do you do when it ain't nobody there with you? Ain't nobody there but you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of activities do you do? What type of music do you listen to? I see you, Keisha. She said I want to change. That's what we up here for, love. That's what we up here for. Cause I could preach to y'all all day long. Okay. I could get up here and preach and preach and preach and preach and preach. But at some point you gotta hang up the preaching robe, which I will put it on. I will put it on now. When the Spirit of God get on me, I will go on with it. Do you understand me? I won't quench the Spirit now. But sometimes God will have me to hang up my preaching robe and put on my teaching clothes. Okay, so I'm in teaching mode tonight. We in teaching mode because see, I can preach to y'all all night long about you need to change. But at some point, somebody has to teach you. Come on, somebody. Somebody has to teach you how to change. Now, ultimately, the decision is going to be left up to you. Meaning at the end of the day, when ain't nobody else there but you got to make the decision to put that drink down. Okay, you got to make the decision to turn that TV off. You got to make the decision to shut that radio off, to shut that whatever it is that you like to listen to. You got to make that decision. So I want y'all to put that in the comments. Say, I have to make the decision. The decision is mine. Nobody else can make the decision for me. I have to make the decision to change. And we on time with what we talking about, because in the times that we in right now, God wants change. Let's just be real and let's just be honest. What we've been doing, it ain't gonna fly no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? What we've been doing, we ain't gonna be able to do that anymore. The way we've been living, we ain't gonna be able to live like that anymore. Now, ain't gonna be some people that ain't studying what I'm talking about, and they gonna keep doing what they doing. They just like the unjust judge in the Bible. They don't fear God nor man. They ain't scared of God. They ain't scared of nobody, and they gonna do whatever they want to do. This is not for them kind of people. Okay. This is not for them kind of people, honey. Because except they see miracle signs and wonders, they ain't going to believe and they ain't going to make no change. And see, if you done got entangled up, listen to me now, to my people that's on this live tonight and everybody that's going to watch on the replay. If you done found yourself entangled up with one of them type of people, if one of them type of people are in your life that don't want to change, that ain't studying about no change, ain't studying about God. Come on, somebody, because y'all know it's some people, they just don't want God. They just don't want God. And God done did so many good things for them. God done brought them out of so much. God done delivered them time and time again. And they still have an attitude to say they don't want God. Or they might not necessarily say it from their mouth, but they say it with their actions. Come on, somebody. They say it with their actions. They say, okay, even though God done brought them out time and time again, God done worked miracles for them, God continues to make a way for them over and over and over again, they still get up every day and live like they ain't gonna never die. Okay, they live like they ain't no end to what they doing. They stuff don't stink. They got it all put together. They don't need to change. Let me tell you something. If you entangled up with something like that, if you can break away from it, you need to break away from that. You need to break away from that. Now, if you are yoked, if you are married to something like that, to somebody like that, if you are married to somebody like that, this is what I tell people. This is what I tell people in my coaching sessions. And let me put that information in, let me pin that in the comments for y'all. Hang on one second. I am not a relationship coach. I am not a marriage coach. I do not teach on relationships or marriage. I teach on individuals. Okay. I coach individuals. I coach on individual change. I teach you how to change yourself, how to work on yourself, how to love yourself. Because as you work on yourself and as you change yourself, everything around you gonna start change. You ain't got to try to change your husband. You don't have to try to change your wife. You don't have to try to change your boyfriend or change your girlfriend or whatever your situation is, your significant other, if you please. Okay. You don't have to try to change them. You just need to work on changing you. You just need to work on changing yourself. The behavior that you want to see in them, you be the one to show that behavior. If you want them to stop lying, then you stop lying. If you want them to stop drinking, okay, what are you doing? You may not be drinking, but you may have some other kind of habit that you're doing. So whatever that change is that you want to see in that person, you got to take the light off of them and turn the mirror on yourself. You got to turn the light on yourself. Say, okay, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. And then when things go wrong, we have a bad habit. Y'all know. When things go wrong, we have a bad habit of pointing the finger at this person and pointing the finger at that person saying, if you wouldn't have did this, you did this, and you did that, and you did this to me, and you. But y'all, this is how you change. Now I'm telling y'all some real stuff. This is how you change. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself, because guess what? Guess what the hard truth is? You attract what you are. You attract what you are. So whatever happens to you, the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Your heart is your mind, okay? Because you can't think of your heart as this thing that's pumping in your chest. This thing that's thumping in your chest, that ain't nothing but an organ, okay? That's just an organ. It can't think. It can't make no decisions. Do you understand me? Yeah, I'm telling y'all some real stuff. That thing that's thumping in your chest, that's just an organ. This is the heart right here. The heart is your mind. When the Bible say guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life, the Bible was telling you to guard your mind, baby. The word of God was telling you to be careful. Oh my God. It was telling you to be careful of what you put in your mind. It was telling you to be careful of what you listen to. You better be careful of what you watch. Because see, all our lives we done told ourselves, it's all right. It's all right if I watch this, or it's all right if I listen to that. Yeah, it's okay. It ain't going to do nothing. Yes, it is going to do something. Because guess what? You have a subconscious mind. You got two parts to your mind. You got two parts to your mind. You have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind. And this is what God was telling me. God said this need to be preached in churches. Do you understand me? This need to be preached in churches, because this is how you going to change for real. This is how you going to change for real. When you understand how your brain works. Come on, somebody. When you understand the way your brain works and you understand how powerful your mind is, that makes you a game changer. That makes you a game changer. When you understand the way your mind works. See, I'm telling y'all tonight that your mind is your most powerful weapon, baby. That's your most powerful weapon, is your mind. Somebody put that in the comments. Say, my mind is my powerful weapon. My mind is my most powerful weapon. Just say my mind is powerful. I ain't going to try to make it complicated on y'all. Just say my mind is powerful, baby. Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments. My mind is powerful. And when you say my mind is powerful, I want you to understand what you're saying. I want you to understand what you're really saying. It's powerful, but it's only powerful if you know how to use it. It's powerful, but it's only powerful when you know how it works. Because see, it's a weapon. It's powerful. It's a powerful weapon, but it's only a weapon in your favor if you know how to use it. See, if you give a 3-year-old child an AK-47, okay. God said that's how some of us walking around here with our minds. We just like a baby with an AK-47. Let that sink in for a minute, because that's just how some of us are with our minds. We walking around with this powerful piece of machinery, and we don't even know how to use it. And what happens when you walk around with a powerful piece of machinery, you walking around with a powerful weapon, and you ain't got the knowledge of how to handle that thing. You ain't got the knowledge of how to use it. It gonna mess you up. You gonna self-destruct. You gonna hurt yourself, and you gonna hurt other people. Come on, somebody. And that's what we've been doing all our lives. We've been hurting ourselves. How many of y'all done made, you ain't got to say nothing, but just think about it. Just think about it in your spirit. How many of y'all done made decisions that you hurting off of right now? You done made decisions. You done things in your life that you feel guilty about. You hurting, you sad, you depressed. You done did things. You done hurt yourself. And you done hurt other people. Some of y'all feel guilty. You feel bad about things that you done did to other people. You done said to other people. That stuff is eating away at you because of how you did somebody or what you said to somebody. You know why? Because you had that powerful piece of machinery and you didn't know how to use it. You didn't understand that what you say, you didn't understand that your words have power. And you didn't understand that when other people speak into your life, that can either build you up or destroy you. When you give people the right to be in your life, you give them the right to either build you up or destroy you. Y'all hang on one second. I'm just trying to get my link right down here in the comments. Hang on one second. Okay. And my phone has got kind of like a little delay on it, y'all. So y'all hang in there with me. But I pinned the link down in the comments for anybody that wants to book a session with me. Now, if you're not really sure, if that's for you, there's a link. There's a booking option up there for you to book a consultation. Okay, it's a 15-minute free consultation. Y'all take advantage of that. Use that. Okay, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach. I'm here to preach. I'm here to coach. Now, let me tell you. If you need prayer, this is just a side note. If you need prayer or you need just spiritual guidance or you just need somebody to get a prayer through for you, inbox me, okay? You do not have to book a session for prayer. That's not what the sessions are for, okay? There's no charge for that. That's not what the sessions are for. If you need prayer, spiritual guidance, just inbox me. You inbox me at any time. I don't care if it's 3:00 in the morning. Hey, Toya, I need some prayer. I need prayer. I'm going through, girl. And as I read your message, I'm going to be sending up the prayers for you. You don't have to go through the whole formula of, oh my goodness, let me book a session. Let me see if she's available. No. That's for other stuff, okay? That's for other stuff, y'all. I just have to make sure I share that piece of information. So we talking about how do I change? How do I change? How do I change? How do I change, Toya? How do I change? You got to the way to change is you got to change the way you think, okay? It all starts from your mind. That's what we were just talking about. It all starts from your mind. The Bible says to guard your mind, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. The issues of life, the word of God is talking about all that stuff you dealing with. That's the issues of life. The issues of life is your problems that you're dealing with every day. Your issues, your situations, your circumstances. Those are the issues of life. And you know where that stuff is coming from? It's coming from your mind. Somebody put that in the comments. Say, it's coming from my mind. It's coming from my mind. Y'all know what this is. This what we doing right here is kind of like the back end to preaching. You know what I'm saying? You know how when a preacher comes out and they preach, they give you the word, boom. It's like they throw it to you, then, you know what I'm saying? They may pray for a few people and then they gone. You know what I'm saying? But who is really getting down in the dumps with you, rolling up their sleeve, sitting with you saying, okay, now this is how you need to do this. This is how you need to do that. See what you got going on right here. This is what you need to do with this. This is what you need to do with that. Who is really teaching the people of God? So that's why God told me, sometimes I get up here and preach, but for this particular time, he was saying, teach the people of God, teach the people of God, teach. So how do I change? You change by changing what you think. You got to change the way you think. How do you change the way you think? You got to change the information that's coming into your mind. How do I change the information that's coming into my mind, Toya? You got to turn that TV off. You got to turn that radio off. You got to stop listening to Meg Thee Stallion. You got to stop listening to Meg Thee Stallion. You got to stop listening to who the other ones? City Girls and yeah. You got to stop listening to them folks. Now, is that to say that you can't listen to no music? You can't watch no TV? No, that's not to say, okay? That's not to say. Now, when you reach out to me through coaching sessions, I go over a specific plan that I have for you that you can use to change. But see, let me tell you this. Cause I know I have a lot of people that be asking me, well, Toya, you mean tell me I can't watch no TV? I can't. No, I didn't say that. Okay. Now I suggest that when you first start to train, you need to completely turn the TV off. You need to completely turn it off. You don't need to be watching no TV for at least the first 3 weeks. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to make it hard on you. I'm not saying that for you to be sitting there looking crazy at the wall and not having nothing to watch. I'm not saying that to ruin your entertainment. It's a reason why I tell y'all that, okay? You got to do your research. Ain't nothing special about me. I just did my research. I stopped letting other people speak into me. I stopped sitting there trusting the education that other people was giving to me, and I started educating my own self. That's all. That's the only difference. I turned the TV off. I turned the radio off. I put my phone down and I started educating Toya. I started reading. I started watching inspirational movies, videos, TV shows. And it ain't really no inspirational TV shows, just mostly YouTube channels. So, but the reason why I say you got to cut off the first 3 weeks of TV, I'm going to break it down to y'all. You know what TV is? It's television programming. Somebody put that in the comments. It's television programming. That's exactly what it is. It's programming. Do you understand me? It's programming you. Them people that's on that TV, they understand how your mind work. They understand how your mind work. They understand that you learn information through repetition. Meaning they understand that you learn information through hearing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh yeah, and over again. They understand that. That's why I be telling y'all every time I go live, you better be on the lives. If you ain't on my live, you better be on somebody live that you can trust to speak into your spirit, to speak into your life. Y'all can't listen to the word one time here and there and think you're going to change, because you're not going to change like that. Do you understand me? You got to do it through repetition. So how do I change, Toya? Through repetition, baby. But it's got to be the right kind of repetition. Do you understand me? You got to cut off all the negativity that's coming into your life. That's right. And I'm glad y'all putting that in the comments, because I'm finna break that down for y'all. Television, programming. Before we even get to the programming part, what's television? A vision. Yeah. How many of y'all got a vision? How many of y'all God has spoken to you? God has given you a vision. How many of y'all got vision boards? How many of y'all write your vision down? Because you know the word of God say to write your vision and make it plain. How many of y'all have taken those steps to do that? That's a very important part of your change too. But guess what? If you haven't done that, or even if you have, when you turn on that TV and you just carelessly watch whatever is playing, because y'all know we turn on the TV, and some of us, we turn on the TV and we just watch whatever playing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me flip the channels. How many times do you surf the channels? We flip the channels. We surfing through the channels. What's on today? What's on today? What they playing today? Just no filter. No filter. We don't filter none of the information. What we tell ourselves, I'm grown. I'm grown. I do what I want to do. I can do what I want to do. I'm grown. That's what we telling ourselves within our mind. That's what we telling ourselves within our mind. That we grown. We do whatever we want to do. So if I want to watch TV, I want to listen to the radio, whatever I want to do, that's what I want to do. Well, guess what? I struggle with the same thing. I had to come out of this mess of saying, okay, I'm grown, I do what I want to do. Yes, I'm grown and I do what I want to do, but I realized that what I'm watching on this TV, what I'm listening to on the radio, what I'm listening to on my phone, that stuff is programming me. It's programming me. And if I don't like what's being, if what's coming into my ears, what I'm watching through my eyes, all of that stuff, it's going in me. And the more I hear it through repetition, over and over and over again, it becomes a part of my personality. It becomes a part of who I am, right? So when you watch television programming, regardless of the vision that you have set for yourself, they're going to tell you a vision. They're going to give you a vision that they have for you. That's what the television does. It tells you a vision. Do you understand what I'm saying? It tells you a vision. So meaning the vision that you got in there on your vision board. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Y'all hang in there with me. So the vision that you got in there on your vision board, if you have a vision board, or, you know, in your journal, what you have written down for your life, the vision, the way, you know, what you see for yourself. Every time you turn on the TV and you just watch whatever is on, not even just the TV, every time you tune in to social media, every time you get your phone and you start scrolling social media just carelessly, just scrolling. We just scrolling. How many times, come on, be honest. How many times do you just scroll your news feed? You just scrolling. Because why? It don't mean nothing. It's nothing. We just scrolling. Well, let me tell you something. You may be telling yourself that it don't mean nothing. But guess what? Remember I just told you about your subconscious mind. You have a subconscious mind. You have a mind that is below your conscious mind. It's your subconscious mind. Guess what? Let me tell you something about that part of your mind. It controls everything about you, baby. Everything about you. Everything about you. I know ain't nobody been teaching this and ain't nobody been, but this is what everybody need to be talking about. This right here, this is what everybody need to be talking about. Because this is what gonna make or break you. This is what gonna separate the real from the fake. This is what gonna cause you to either change or stay where you at. You gotta figure out how your brain works, and you gotta use that knowledge to your ability. Because other people know the way your brain works, and they've been using that knowledge that they have over you. They've been using that to keep you in line. This ain't popular what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go and let y'all know. It ain't popular what I'm talking about. Your subconscious mind, I'm going to tell you something about it. It don't know the difference. If y'all don't hear nothing else I say, you better hear me when I say this. This is why you got to stop telling yourself, oh, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I could watch this. I could watch that. I could listen to this. I could listen to that. Well, guess what, baby? Your subconscious mind, it don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. It don't know the difference between what's real and what you're imagining. It don't know the difference. So whatever you keep giving it, your subconscious mind, it learns through repetition. Every time it hears something, the first time you hear something, it don't affect you. It does not affect you at all. You can hear it once or twice and then it just don't even penetrate you. It don't even affect you. We talking about how you gonna change. This is how you change. You gotta learn the way your mind works. The first time you hear something, it don't even affect you. Second time, don't affect you. About around that third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, you keep on hearing it. You keep on hearing it. You keep on seeing it. You keep on watching it. Guess what? It goes into your subconscious mind. Do you understand me? It passes over into your subconscious mind. Once it becomes a part of your subconscious mind, it's a part of you. It's who you are. This is why we encourage vision boards. This is why I encourage vision boards, because you want to make sure that what you're looking at every day through repetition is what you want to have. Y'all can say what you want to say. Whatever you look at most of the time, whatever you concentrate on most of the time, eventually that's going to come into your reality. It's going to come into your reality. It's going to be a part. If you keep seeing that stuff in your mind, eventually you're going to be laying hands on it. Do you understand me? So if you keep watching this nasty, dirty stuff, come on somebody, you keep watching all this stuff, you telling yourself this don't mean nothing, this, that. You watching these reality shows, you watching Love and Hip Hop, you watching The Real Housewives, you looking at all this stuff. This used to be me now. And wonder why I was in a hot mess. Wonder why I would just start mess with people and them folk hadn't did nothing to me. They had did nothing to me. Could have whooped on my tail. Here I go, just start mess with people. You know what I'm saying? Everything should have been all right with me. But I'm just, for some reason, I had something in me that just wanted to start with people. I just wanted to argue. Oh, you gonna argue? You gonna argue with me? I'll find something to argue about. You know why? Because all that stuff I had been watching, I thought that stuff didn't mean nothing. It was just entertainment. I was just watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I do to pass the time. It ain't that serious. Stop taking life so serious. I was one of them type of people that always said that. Some of y'all saying that she take life too seriously. Okay, keep thinking that, baby. Okay, but I used to be one of them type of people that said that. They take life too seriously. Laugh sometime, baby. Ease up. It ain't that serious. Why they gotta take it so seriously? It ain't that serious. Well, guess what? When it come to your mind, it is that serious. Because your mind don't know the difference. Your mind don't know that that's just a reality show. It's not real. Your mind don't know that's just a song. It's not real. It don't know that. I'm going to tell y'all how you know your mind don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. How many of y'all then went to watch a scary movie? You know, went to the movies, or you just sat in your living room and you watched a scary movie. And after that scary movie, you gotta say that, just hit that laugh reaction if I'm telling the truth. If this done been you. After you watched that scary movie and you went to go use your bathroom, you was scared to use the bathroom. And when you went in there to use the bathroom, you looking around the shower curtain because you think it's a killer in there. It's somebody in there with a knife that's finna stab you. You don't watch this scary movie. Now you know consciously, you know that this movie ain't real. You know it's just a movie. It don't mean nothing. But yet and still, you ain't want to sleep by yourself. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If this done been you, just hit that laugh reaction, baby. Just hit that laugh reaction. You thinking the boogeyman in there behind your shower curtain. Oh, and don't watch the scary movie and you got to go get in the car and go somewhere. Oh my goodness. You got to go get in the car and go somewhere. Baby, you get in the car, you be scared to turn around. You be scared to look in the back seat. You thinking somebody finna grab you around your neck and slice your neck and just mess you up. You know why? Because you done watched that. Exactly, Tisha. We sleep with the lights on, everything. Don't even want to turn the lights on. We just that scared. Our big grown rusty self scared. And you know why? Because your mind subconsciously, your subconscious mind did not know that was just a movie. Okay, it didn't know that it wasn't real. It don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake, what's play, as the children say. It don't know the difference. Okay, it don't know what's real. So when you listen to all of this stuff, when you watch all of this stuff, consciously you know that it ain't real. Consciously you know that it's just a song. Consciously you know that it's just for entertainment. But guess what? This I'm telling y'all, I might lose some folks up here, but that's all right. Cause I gotta do what God told me to do. This is education for y'all. And I want y'all to go look this stuff up, because everything I'm telling you is the truth. Because I did my own research on it. I want you to go do your research too. Because this is your life we talking about. This is how you gonna change. Consciously, you know that that's just a movie. You know that it's not real. But guess what? Your conscious mind is only 5% of who you are. 5%. Somebody put that in the comments. Say 5%. Your conscious mind is only 5% of who you are, baby. So that part of you that knows the difference between what's real and fake, that part of you that knows the difference between right and wrong, that part of you that knows, that's only 5% of who you are. Your conscious mind. 5%. 5%. So that leaves the question of where the other 95% at? If that ain't but 5% of who I am, where the other 95% at, Toya? I'm finna tell you, baby. But I want you to understand how serious this is. Guess what? That part of you that says, I want to change. That part of you that says, I'm tired of doing wrong. I'm tired of smoking. I'm tired of drinking. I'm ready to change. Guess what? That's only 5% of who you is. I'm telling y'all why it's so hard for you to stop drinking. I'm breaking it down to you why it's so hard for you to stop drinking. Why is it so hard for you to stop smoking? Why can't you come out of these habits that you've been in all these years? Why, when you go to the church and the powerful woman of God, the powerful man of God lay hands on you and they pray over you and they slap you with oil and you fall all over knocking them 4 chairs down and stuff? Why is it 2 days later you go back to doing the same thing? Why is it 2 days later, some of y'all 3 hours later, you go back to doing the same thing? You go right back to that toxic behavior. You go right back to lighting up. You go right back to pouring it up. You go back to doing the same thing all over again. You ain't never wonder why? Because 5% of you made a decision to say, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to be a new creature in God. I'm ready to be a woman of God. I'm ready to be a man of God. But guess what, baby? That's only 5% of you. And that 5% of you has got to go up against that 95%. That's why you keep losing. That's why you keep going back. That's why you keep calling such and such. That's why you keep running back to doing this and doing that. All these behaviors that you're trying to stop doing. I pray, you know what? I pray to God right now in the name of Jesus. Every single person that's been seeking change, every single person that's been want to change their life, that's been want to follow God and live for God, I pray they see this live. I pray to God they see this live. Y'all make sure y'all share this live. Because when I tell y'all the people of God need to hear this, people need to hear this. People need to hear this. Because I ain't never heard nobody break this type of stuff down in a church. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard nobody teach this and break this down. Because I said, if I would have knew this, they don't teach us this in school neither. If y'all ain't noticed, y'all notice. Now, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, they only touch on that in school. They touch on it just a little bit. And after they touch on it just a little bit, they move right on along. And there they go teaching us about the Pythagorean theorem and A squared plus B squared equals C squared and all this stuff that we ain't never gonna use. And then there they go teaching our children all this stuff that they ain't never gonna use. When they should have been teaching us how our brain works. They should have been teaching us how to think. They should have been teaching us that we got to be careful what we listen to. We got to be careful what we watch. We got to be careful what we look at and what we hear. Who we sit around. Who we allow to speak life into us. We got to be careful. Because our mind don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. It don't know. 5% of you is the part that knows what's real and what's fake. 5% of you is your conscious mind. 5% of you says, I want to change. I'm tired of living this lifestyle. I'm tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of this. I'm ready to change. But now you got to war with that other 95%. That 95% is your subconscious mind. It's your subconscious mind. You got a mind that is below the mind that you listening to me with right now. It's sub, which means below. And see, that's how the enemy get us. I'm telling y'all, that's how the enemy get us. The majority of people don't even know that they got a part of their mind that's subconscious. They don't even know that. They don't even know that. They don't know nothing about they got 2 parts to their mind. They think it's just one part of their mind, and that's just what it is. Because that used to be me. That used to be me. Now, in order for me to make the change that I made, in order for y'all to see me the way y'all see me now, for me to get up here and do lives, hit live and don't even think nothing about it and just talk. I can hit live, come up here and talk for 2 hours. I ain't got nothing written down. I ain't got no agenda. I ain't got no notes. I ain't got nothing. This is just coming from my spirit. I just get up here and I just talk. I'm confident. I'm trusting God. I'm confident in God. You know how I was able to get to that point? Do you know how I was able to change? Because I had to do my research, baby. I had to educate myself. I had to learn the way my mind worked. And once I learned the way my mind worked, oh, baby, I was unstoppable. Can't nobody stop. I'm telling y'all, when you start learning the way your mind works, you're going to be unstoppable, baby. Can't nobody stop you. They're not going to be able to stop you. Because, see, now you know the secret. You know the secret. It ain't that special about these people that y'all see on TV and in the stadiums and doing all that type of stuff. It ain't that special about them people. They mastered their mind. That's the only thing. That's the only thing, y'all. They mastered their mind. And that's what I'm doing up here tonight. I'm trying to teach you how to master your mind. I could preach to you all day long. I could preach to you all night long. But if you don't understand the way your mind works, you're going to still be lost. You're going to still be lost. That's right, baby. That's your secret weapon. That's your secret weapon every single time. It's your mind. So basically, knowing that information, this is what you got to do. You got to trick yourself. You got to trick your mind into changing. See, just the way your mind, y'all ever heard people say, my mind playing tricks on me? You got to play a trick on your mind. This is how you going to change. You got to play a trick on your mind. So y'all know how I just told you, your mind don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. It only knows what you tell it. Okay. So listen to this. Your conscious mind is 5%. Your subconscious mind is 95% of who you are. That's where you make your decisions from. That's where your behaviors come from. That's why you snappy. That's why you snappy. That's why you have an attitude all the time. That's why you're angry all the time. That's why you upset all the time. That's why you depressed all the time. You ain't got no PTSD. You ain't clinically depressed. You ain't got none of that, baby. That's all a part of your subconscious mind. That's all a part of who you have been programmed to be based off of what you done saw, what you done heard. And you ain't just see it one time. You ain't just hear it one time. You saw it over and over and over and over and over. Because what I just told y'all, the first time you seen it, it ain't going to do nothing to you. It don't do nothing to you. The first time you see something, it don't do nothing to you. You got to keep seeing it. You got to keep seeing it over and over and over. You got to keep hearing it over and over and over. So you think that you're just an angry person. That's just your personality. Y'all ever heard people say that's just who I'm is? Take it or leave it. It is what it is. That's just who I am. No, it ain't. That ain't just who you is. That's who you that's who you have been programmed to be. That ain't who you are. Cause if that's who you were, that's who you would have been when you came into this world. That ain't who you are. We all come here with a clean slate. When a baby is born, when a baby come into this world, that baby is 100% subconscious. Meaning that baby is 100% suggestible. Whatever that baby hear, that's what that baby gonna do. Do you understand me? Whatever that baby see, that's what that baby gonna do. That baby gonna pick up the characteristics of everything that she sees. Everything that she see everybody else doing. That's what she gonna do. If that baby grew up in a house where people spoke Spanish, that baby gonna speak Spanish. If that baby grew up in a house where people spoke English, that baby gonna speak English. If she grew up in a house where people spoke 4 different languages, guess what? She gonna be speaking 4 different languages. Because when a baby first, that's why y'all shouldn't believe these folks that say this just how I am. This just who I am. I can't change. I ain't changing. It is what it is. This how God made me. This just who I am. No, the devil is a lie. That's who you've been programmed to be. Somewhere along the way, you downloaded the wrong program through repetition. You heard the wrong thing a little bit too much. You saw the wrong thing a little bit too much. Through repetition, you saw it over and over and over again. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Whatever you see over and over and over again, your mind is going to begin to subconsciously move you towards that. Whoo, baby, that was a gem right there. I hope y'all didn't drop it. I hope you didn't drop it. I'm going to drop it again. Y'all hold your hand out. Make sure you catch it because that's another gem. I say, whatever you watch and listen to over and over and over again, your mind is going to subconsciously begin to pull you towards that. That's why if you ain't got no vision board, you better get one. You better get one. You better get one. You better go on the internet and print out you some pictures. You got to have a vision, baby. We are in a pandemic right now. Do you understand me? The whole world is shut down. It's like a ghost town when you go outside. And that's global. That's all over the world. Everything is shut down. We're in a whole pandemic. Do you understand me? And God said, you're going to have a vision. Because, see, you seeing this stuff. You watching this news. You hearing all these cases popping up everywhere. You seeing these people dying and leaving here. You seeing this stuff every single day through repetition. And it's programming you to be afraid. It's programming you to be scared. And this is why the Bible tells us that without a vision, the people will perish. If we don't have a vision, if we don't have something if we don't have something positive that we can look at every day, that we can look forward to, we're gonna perish in this. Do you understand me? You gotta have something to look forward to. So whatever it is that God done promised you, whatever it is that God done told you, you can have, because the Bible says if we delight ourselves in him, he will give us the desires of our heart. God is not a evil, mean God. He wants us to prosper. Jeremiah 29:11, God tells us, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to bless you, plans to prosper you, plans to give you a hope and a future. This is God talking to you. God ain't want to curse you. God didn't want to put all of this stuff on you. God put you here to prosper, baby. He wants you to prosper. He wants you to be in good health. He wants you to prosper as your soul prospers. But see, if y'all watch my page and y'all follow me, y'all know I made a post, I think it was yesterday, that said God will open up the door for you, but he's not going to walk you through it. Oh my God. God said, I will open up doors for you. And God said, when I open the door, he said, can't no man shut it. Do you understand me? Can't no man shut it, baby. When God opened up a door for you, what God got for you is just for you. Can't nobody stop it. I don't care how bad they talking about you. I don't care how bad they lying on you. They can't stop it. Do you understand me? I don't care how they try to throw you up under the bus. When God got something for you, can't no man stop it. When he opens up a door for you, baby, can't nobody stop it. But you know who is the one person that can stop it? It's you. It's you. Somebody comment on this live. Say it's me versus me. It ain't you versus your supervisor. It ain't your supervisor, baby. It ain't you versus your husband. It's not your husband. It ain't you versus your wife. It's not your wife, baby. It ain't you versus your enemies. It ain't even your enemies. Do you understand me? Some of y'all been telling yourself it's your enemies. It ain't even your enemies. It's you versus you. Somebody put that in the comments. Say it's me versus me. I'm going to get ready to let y'all go. Because we're not going to be on very long tonight. But I just wanted to get up here and talk about that. How do I change? How do I change? It's you versus you. You are your worst enemy. You are your biggest obstacle. If you can overcome you, you can overcome anything. You can overcome anything. But in order for you to overcome you, you got to take control of your vehicle. You got to take control of your ship. Because see, up until this point, up until you watch this video, somebody else, something else has been driving your car. You ain't even know it. You was unconscious of it. Something else has been driving your car. Somebody else been steering your boat. You know who it was? It's been your subconscious mind. It's been your subconscious mind, because that's who you have been programmed to be through repetition. Through repetition. And I'm going to break it down even more to y'all how your subconscious mind works. How you think that you woke and you ain't even really woke. You really sleep. You're not even awake. Y'all ever go get in your car and you go drive somewhere and before you know it, you there? Like, it's kind of like how you lay down and go to sleep and then you wake up and you feel like you just closed your eyes and all of a sudden you right back up again. Like, literally, like, it don't even feel like you slept 8 hours. It feel like you closed your eyes, you woke right back up. Or you got in your car and you drove somewhere. And before you know it, yeah, you pull in the driveway, you pull in the parking lot. You might not say it out loud, but in your mind, you be like, dang, how did I get here so fast? It seemed like I just pulled out of my driveway. You wasn't even driving your car, baby. You thought you were driving. You wasn't even driving your car. You know who was driving your car? That 95%. Your subconscious mind. That's who was driving your car. And I'm going to tell you how it was dry. When you go in the bathroom every morning and you brush your teeth, you have a certain way you brush your teeth. You might not start at the top, then go to the bottom, and then go to the back, then go to the back, then go to the upper right, and then the upper left, and the lower left, and the lower right. Whatever your routine is or how you brush your teeth. When you get in the shower, you wash yourself the same way. You wash yourself the same way every time you get in the shower. Whatever body part you start with first, you do that every time you get in the shower, don't you? You don't change up with none of that. You're doing the same thing. Every time you get in the shower, you're doing the same thing. That soap you use the same kind of soap, don't you? You don't switch up with, especially for my ladies, I know. You don't switch up with your soap. You use the same kind of soap. When you drive to work, when y'all was able to go to work, when you drive to work, you drive the same way to work every day, don't you? It might be 5 or 6 different ways that you can get to your job, but you're going to drive the same way every single time. You know why? You drive that way because that's what you did through repetition, and that's what you've learned, and that has become a part of who you are. You brush your teeth that way because you did that through repetition over and over and over again. So it has become a part of who you are. You wash your body like that, in that way, in that routine, because you have done it over and over and over for years through repetition, and it has become a part of who you are. When you first learned how to drive a car, when you first got in the car to drive it, y'all know you was a hot mess. To those of you that drive, and that's the majority, because everybody got a license just about. When you first got in the car and you learned how to drive a car, you was a hot mess. You ain't know which foot to drive with. You was like, oh, what? You driving. You driving like this. Everybody in the car going back and forth because you driving with 2 feet. Then you don't know. You don't know if you need to use. You don't know which one is your dominant foot. You don't know if you need to drive with the right foot or the left foot. You just a hot mess. You got to keep your hand on 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And you got to make sure you hold your hand just right on the steering wheel. You got to make sure. And then don't let nobody be talking to you. You like, oh, baby, I can't talk right now. I can't look at you right now. I know when I used to first start driving, people used to say, Toya, I seen you. I was speaking to you, girl. You ain't even look. I said, baby, I can't look. I got to watch the road. I'll be the wreck. Y'all know when we first learn how to do something, we be very cautious. Like, you first learn how to drive that car, baby, and it took you a while. Come on, somebody. It took you a while. You didn't know what you were doing. The first time you got in there, you was so scared. Your heart was beating. Your heart was pounding. Think back to the first time you learned how to drive. The first time you got in a car and you started driving. I'm telling y'all something now. This is how you going to change. I'm telling you, I'm explaining, breaking it down to you, telling you how your brain works. The first time you get ready to do something, it's going to feel awkward. Do you understand me? It's going to be very awkward. You're going to feel crazy. You're going to feel like, man, I can't do this. So guess what? When you get ready to start living for God, when you get ready to change your life, it's going to feel very awkward. You're going to be doing something you ain't never did before. Everything in your mind going to be telling you, I can't do this. I want to go back. I'm scared. I'm afraid. I don't want to do this. I just don't know about this. But think back to that first time you learned how to drive that car. You was scared. You was scared. You don't let no semi truck pass you. Oh my goodness, baby. When the semis used to pass me, I used to have to pull over side the road. I used to have to pull over side the road. They be like, what you doing? I'm like, honey, I can't ride past no semi. I'm scared. I used to just have to completely stop the car, pull over side the road, let the semi truck come past me. Then I pull back out on the road. And I had to do that for a while until I got comfortable with driving. So that's the way your mind works, y'all. That's how you change, through repetition. But see, the more and more you got in that car, the more and more you drove that car. Now look at you. You can go get in the car and drive from here to Alaska. And before you know it, you look up, you be in Alaska. You ain't even know it. You don't even be paying attention. But when you first started driving, you got in the car, you were so nervous, you shaking. You like, ooh, let me put on my seatbelt. Okay, safety first. Safety first. Let me put on the seatbelts. Okay, I got on my seatbelt. Okay, what do I need to do next? Okay, let me put my hand on 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Okay, you ain't turn on the radio. You made sure that radio was off. No. I can't touch the radio. I got to watch the road. Okay. Now what do I need to do next? Okay, now I need to put the car in gear. Okay, let me put it in gear. Okay, I mean, you were just conscious of everything because that was that 5% of you. When you learn how to do something, that's when your conscious mind kicks in. That's why you were conscious of everything. You were conscious of your hands on the steering wheel. You were conscious of making sure the car was in the right gear. You were conscious of making sure your seatbelt is clicked in tight. Make sure you heard that click noise and make sure you're good to go. You checked your rear view mirror. You did all of that stuff. You were very conscious. But through repetition, after you drove that car over and over and over again, your conscious mind say, hey, we got this now. So your conscious mind passes it over. Y'all listen to me now. Your conscious mind, after doing something and after hearing something, after being subjected to something over and over and over again, your conscious mind masters it. Once it masters it, it passes it over to your subconscious. Because see, your conscious mind is only 5%. It can't hold all that information. Y'all ever meet somebody and you see them and you be like, dang, what's their name? I can't remember their name, but you knew this person. You knew them, and you be like, what's such and such name? Or you ever be having a conversation with somebody, you be like, whatchamacallit? You know whatchamacallit? I can't think of their name, but you see the person in your mind and you like, I just can't think of their name. Girl, what their name is? And then don't let somebody be about to tell you. You be like, oh, don't tell me, I almost got it. Don't tell me, I almost got it. And you can't think of it right then, but then later on, the name just pop up in your mind. Out of nowhere, it'll just pop up out of your mind. You know where it came from? It came from your subconscious. Because see, your conscious mind is only 5% of who you are. It can't hold all that information. So once it learns something, it throws it over to the subconscious. It passes it over. It passes that information over to the subconscious. So now, when you get in your car and you drive your car, you don't use your conscious mind. Come on, somebody. Lord Jesus. I hope y'all hearing me up here tonight. If you need to hit replay and go watch this video again, you better go watch it again. Because if you listen to this and you let it sit in your spirit, it's going to change your life. Because it changed my life. The only people that ain't going to change are the people that they just don't want to change, baby. They just ain't hearing it. And some of these folks, Lord, I just give up on them. Because I don't care how much I teach. I don't care how much I preach. They ain't going to change. They don't want to change. I ain't finna wear myself out. You just ain't assigned to me. You just ain't assigned to me. And I hope and pray that somebody else can speak into your spirit. I hope and pray that somebody else can tell you something that's going to cause you to change and cause you to get up and live for God before it's too late. But I'm going to keep on going to my people that I'm assigned to. But I pray to God that y'all hear me. Now, when you get in your car and you drive your car, you don't have to use your conscious mind. Everything is 100% subconscious now. It's 100% subconscious. When you get in your car, you don't have to think about putting on your seatbelt. You don't have to think about putting your car in the right gear. You don't have to think about which foot you're going to drive with. You don't have to think about how you're going to lay your hands on your steering wheel. Some of y'all be driving with one finger. I mean, it's just so easy to you now, like it's a piece of cake. Because it's in your subconscious. Once something is in your subconscious, baby, it's hard to get it out. Do you understand me? It's hard to get it out. That's just like when you learn how to ride a bicycle. It was hard. But once you learn how to ride a bicycle, I don't care if it's been 40 years since you've been on a bicycle. Physically, if you can get on that bicycle again, you're going to ride it just like you did when you were 5 years old. You ain't never going to forget how to ride that bike because that has become a part of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind remembers everything, baby. It don't never forget nothing. Do you understand me? It don't never forget nothing. It's always listening. Oh, my God. Baby, when I learned that, Woo! Telling y'all, that was the game changer. That was the game changer. That's why Toya was in a hot mess and Toya could never get it right. Because of that mess that Toya was putting in Toya's mind. But see, once Toya realized that there was a part of her mind that's always listening, she started being more careful about what she was feeding it. She started being more careful about what she put her eyes on. I'm 32 years old, y'all. I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to do. But it's certain things on TV I will not watch. Do you understand me? I will not watch it. I'm grown. I can watch whatever I want to watch. But now that I'm conscious and I'm woke and I know the way my brain works, I will not subject myself to just anything. Because I know whatever I put my mind on, whatever I watch, my mind is going to subconsciously pull me towards that. And I'm going to find myself doing that. Even though I know it ain't right, I'm going to still find myself doing it. That's why you doing what you're doing and you can't stop. That's why. Because there's some information that you've been listening to. It's some information that you've been taking in. And you done heard it a little bit too much. You've been listening to Meg Thee Stallion a little bit too much. You've been listening to Cardi B a little bit too much. And you thinking that you just listening to music, everything is all right. But you don't know your brain, your subconscious is taking in all them words they saying. And before you know it, you popping all in a man face. I don't need no man for nothing. I don't need no man. Can't no man tell me nothing. Can't no man tell me this. Can't no man tell me that. You doing all that. You know why? Because that's what you've been watching. That's what you've been listening to. That ain't even who you are. A lot of these people that y'all see the way they put on and stuff, that ain't even who they really are, baby. That ain't who they really are. That's who they done programmed themselves to be from all that mess they've been watching, from all that stuff they've been listening to. That's who they done been programmed to be. That ain't who they really are. Cut the noise off. Somebody comment that. I'm finna let y'all go. Comment on this live. Say, in order for me to change, I gotta cut the noise off. I gotta cut the noise off. You gotta go back to the drawing board. Y'all, I'm being patient for God to complete his work and do what needs to be done in the earth realm. But I'm telling y'all, there's so many seminars that got to be taught with this information. I can't give it all to y'all on a live. I can't. I would be wearing you out and you just be like, y'all know, y'all see how we done started losing people. I can't give it all to you on a live because it's too much information, y'all. It's too much information. I want you to start doing your research and I want you to start looking up information about the way your mind works. I want you to start looking up information about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. I want you to start doing that. I want you to start doing that because that's what's going to make the difference between you and everybody else. That's what's going to make you successful versus everybody else. Because you got the knowledge of how your mind works. So how do you change? You change by changing the way you think. How do you change the way you think? By changing the information that's been coming into your mind. I love y'all so much. I'm praying for each and every one of you. If you would like to book a session, the link is pinned down in the comments. I want to encourage you all to listen to an episode of my podcast. It's called Divine Destiny with Latoya podcast. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, and Breaker. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel. I just want to thank each and every one of you that always catch the lives. You always watch the lives. You've been watching since the beginning. Even if you just came on board yesterday, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I'm always praying for each and every one of you. Be blessed. Be conscious of what you're listening to, of what you're watching, of what you're reading. Don't just carelessly scroll social media. Don't just carelessly flip through your TV channels. You cannot just carelessly take in all this information and think that it ain't going to affect you, okay? It's affecting you. And it ain't only affecting y'all, it's affecting y'all children too. Some of y'all children done took on some characteristics that's not your child. That's not who your child is. That's who your child has been programmed to be. So you got to be, knowing what you know now, you got to be watching over your child and listening to what they listening to. You got to monitor what they listen to. You got to monitor what they watch. You got to monitor who their friends are. You got to monitor what they read. Because now you know that whatever they put into their minds, subconsciously, they're going to be pulled towards that stuff. That's why they find themselves, that's why you find your kids doing stuff and you be like, nah, I know I didn't raise you to do that. I know you know better than that. But somewhere they done been exposed to the wrong information. And they heard it a little bit too many times. They watched it a little bit too much. They heard it a little bit too much. And now it's just like how it is with you and how you drive that car. They doing it subconsciously and they not even realizing it. That they're not even woke. They're not even conscious. Just like how you get in your car and drive your car. Subconsciously. Your subconscious is what's driving your car. That ain't you. That's that other part of your brain that holds all the information. Your subconscious mind is like a memory bank. It's a bank and it don't never fill up. Y'all know, when your subconscious mind stops when your heart stop beating. That's when it stops. When it's your moment to transition and it's your moment to go and you take your last breath and your heart beat for the last time, that's when your subconscious mind shut off. That's the only time it shut off. Do you understand me? That's the only time it stopped listening and it shut off. From the moment your eyes pop open. And scientifically, it's been said that the subconscious mind can hear in the third trimester. So when you are pregnant, when you carrying a baby and you in the third trimester, that baby can hear what you're saying. That baby can hear what you're saying. The subconscious mind of that baby can hear what you're saying. So from the time that you are in the womb, in the third trimester, to up until you transition and you leave this side, your subconscious mind is always listening. It's always listening. It's like, okay, what they gonna feed me today? What's she gonna tell me today? What's she gonna give us today? And whatever you give it every day, that's what it gonna give you. Whatever you give it every day, whatever you feed it every day, that's what it's going to feed you. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. That's why I can get up here and do what I do. That's why I can preach and I ain't worried about nobody. I don't care what nobody got to say about me. I ain't worried about what such and such said, what such and such over there doing. I'm walking in my calling and I'm doing what God told me to do. But I ain't always been able to do that. I'm able to do that now with a sound mind because I know the way my mind works. I had to shut off all of that stuff. Them people that was in my life that ain't never had nothing good to say, I had to stop talking to them. Every time you talk to them, they always gossiping about somebody, or they always sending you a screenshot or this or a screenshot of that, or you ain't even in the circles like that. You ain't even rolling out there like that. But somehow all that information is still getting back to you. It's still getting back to you. You're going to have to shut that down, baby. You're going to have to, that's how you're going to change. You're going to have to shut all that stuff down. Whatever ain't pouring into you, whatever ain't giving you life, you're going to have to stop it. You're going to have to cut it off. You're going to have to cut it off. And that's what's going to separate the real from the fake. A lot of them that say they want to change, but they don't want to do everything it's going to take to make the change. It's going to be lonely. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be lonely. Because everybody ain't trying to do what you trying to do. Everybody ain't trying to go where you trying to go. But the road to hell, baby, it's wide. It's wide open. Do you understand me? And a lot of them headed there going 90. I'm talking about they full speed ahead. They going. I'm sorry, y'all. My cord flipped over. They going 90 miles, baby. They going in. They going in and they headed back that way. They headed back that way. They ain't going the way that God want them to go. They headed back the other way. They headed back the other way. So if you trying to make a change and you trying to live for God, that road is narrow. That path is narrow. Everybody ain't going that way. Everybody going back the other way. So you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. Am I going to be okay with being alone? Am I going to be okay with being a loner? Because this is a self journey. It's a self journey. It's self. It's not you and everybody else. It's not you and the crowd. It's just you. It's just you. Because when you go look in that mirror, you got to be okay with the person that's looking back at you. I want to encourage y'all to go back, watch this video again. Go back and take what you need to take from it in order to make your change. And make the change. Make it. Make it. Do your research. Educate yourself. You got to read the Bible. You got to read the word of God, but you also got to read other stuff. You also got to educate yourself on how your mind works. You got to educate yourself on the laws and the principles of the universe. And then go back to the word of God and apply all of that to the word of God, because everything that they out there speaking, it ain't doing nothing but reiterating what the word already said. God already said that life and death lies within the power of your own tongue. So all them people out there that's saying, you know what I'm saying, you can manifest this, you can manifest that, and the universe this and the universe that. It ain't no universe, it's God. It's God, because the universe is the creation. God created the universe. It ain't the universe that's doing this and doing that. God is using the universe as a resource, as a tool to get your blessing to you, but it's God. It ain't the universe. I think of it like this. God is the executive. He is the CEO. The universe is just like the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like the universe is the producer, but God is the exec. He's the executive producer. He's the CEO. I worship the CEO, baby. I don't worship the producer. The universe is the producer. That's what God uses to produce my stuff. That's what he uses to produce my blessing. So when I speak, I don't speak in reference to the universe. Even though that's what God is using, I speak in reference to my God. You know how you watch some people videos, they be talking about the universe is going to give you this and the universe is going to give you that. And the universe ain't going to do nothing but what God tell it to do. It going to do what God tell it to do. I don't worship the universe and the sun and all that stuff, because that's the creation. What you going to worship the creation for? I want the man that made it. I want the spirit that spoke it into existence. I want the spirit that created the universe. That's who I want. That's who I want. Because if you going after the universe, you cutting yourself off. That ain't the plug. God is the plug. Okay. I love y'all so much. Visit that link to my website. I'm sorry about that, y'all. My phone just, this cord tripped over and my phone just did a whole 360 there. So I apologize for that, y'all. But y'all can visit the link down in the comments that's pinned down there if you want to book a session. And I will talk to you guys soon. This has been Latoya Okia, your life coach and motivational speaker. And if you listen to the podcast, y'all know what I always tell you at the end of the podcast. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. With God, all things are possible. Until next time.